morning, everyone, and it is definitely an early morning today. We got Josh. He's over here. He's gonna be working on his car as well today, and we have a very, very busy day. So first off, what we did, we went ahead, got the Evo back on the ground. You can obviously tell that thing doesn't have a motor. I mean, it's sky high in the front. We put it back on the ground, rolled it out of the way, because we are gonna need the whole driveway today for what we need to get done. But today is the day we need to get both cars over to Fab, and that means he needs to get his new 07 STI trans in the car so he can get his 05 sold that is originally in the car, and then I need to get a trans in my car so I can get a motor in it and get it over to Fab as well. So we have definitely a busy day. As you guys can see, I need to move Evo land here out of the freaking way. We have 3 short block and long blocks and transmissions in the way. Then I can get the blue, I can get the transmission out of it. It already has the engine out, which is right there. We're just gonna be putting that in the car for mock-up because we do need to get some new mounts made for our new car. And as you guys can see in the background, I did go ahead and pull the wrap off that was on it originally when I got it. There's still some on that skirting down there. And then the hood, I don't know if this is gonna pick it up, but the hood is actually wrapped a dark purple. The car is darko gray metallic. DGM, I'm sure, I think that's what it's called. So to my surprise, it actually had a gray fender over here, because this thing actually was my reasoning for why I did hyperblue the setup I did, because this thing had a fender exit and a headlight mount turbo. So this is the one I've always chased. But we do need to get some things changed, because as you can tell, this car doesn't have anything in the front anymore, so we need to change our turbo kit because the up pipe is going to hit that bar right there for my measurements. So we'll find out today for sure if it does. I need to get this thing rolled out. There is nothing in this car. It's a bare chassis that we picked up off of Prime and Junior. This will be the new race car, obviously, as you guys seen in the video of us explaining it. So we have a very busy day getting this thing ready to go to Fab, so that way I can actually get to building the car. So the reason behind why it's a bare chassis, I wanted to make the car my own. I didn't want anything in it. So with that being said, we need to get the transmission out of blue for now. Not that it's going to be the one that stays in here forever, but it's going to be in there for just mock-up now. And then obviously the engine is still hurt from the last time we took that out. I haven't even touched it. It's been wrapped up. So we're going to just sit down in the car, put what we can of the turbo kit onto here, and then let them take over to Fab over at Ranchbuilt. Raven Fab's going to take care of us on intercoolers, so we're going to be talking to them about getting cores ordered today for both the cars. And to start the day out, we need to go ahead, get this thing rolled out, and we can get to work. We finally got some sun coming out, so thankfully it's not too bad. It's a little chilly, starting to get into the cold season here, which is going to really suck. We truly do need to find a shop or somewhere to work in that's not outside. So we'll be looking more into that. Again, not sure when you're going to see these videos, so sometimes you are going to see Evo content in the back, Josh's content in the back that you've already seen, but I'm just getting all these recorded for this car, so that way when I am ready to put this car up and the videos up, then you guys will have something to watch. So we got this thing all the way out here now. Now we're gonna get Josh's car right here so we can work side by side while doing this. And now this is over here, we're gonna go ahead, move that 07 STI out of the way and get his car pushed over here. All right, we got obviously our car outside. Josh has got his in the driveway. He's working in the back. In the back.
A lot of ground.
He's working in the background. Look, it's already looking cleaner over there. Let's get rid of stuff. So he's pulling out the AC out of his car. He's getting that AOS out of the way that's over there, because we're most likely gonna have to relocate that ABS module over to the shock tower. And he's getting everything out of the way. We're gonna be taking this U-frame underneath there out, getting our condenser out, all the AC stuff. So he's working on that in the background. Now we can go ahead and start working on blue. We need to get that transmission out of here like I talked about, so we can get this car over to Fab. So for that, I'm trying to decide, we pull the tranny first or we pull this fender, because we're going to need this fender for Fab. We are putting this turbo kit on the new car, and the only thing that needs to be changed is going to be the up pipe for the turbo, because this right here obviously goes around the frame rail, and that's how the kit was built. But now, since the other car has a tube coming down here, it goes right where that up pipe is. So I imagine we're going to have some issues there. We won't know until we get this fully out of here. But I need to go ahead and put this fender on the new car. I am not going to paint this yet. We're just going to leave it on there. I have Blue's original fender, so we're going to put its original fender on here, original bumper, since this one's all cut up now and pretty beat up. This will just be a track bumper. And we're going to put the original headlight back in. So we got a lot to do today, and it's going to be troublesome because we are recording 2 different videos for you guys, so you don't know what's going on with the race car. But first off, we need to get the thing up in the air. That's going to be number 1, because obviously we need it in the air anyways to get the transmission out, and I'm going to need it in the air to get that side skirt off there and to pull this fender off. So let's get this thing up in the air. Josh has got to do the same thing, and let's get to work. Well, I didn't feel like I needed to show you guys putting it all back together. She is all back to pretty much stock looking now. I mean, it looks so weird seeing this fender on it, and then seeing this front end on it is definitely weird. I'm sure I'll pick up another 18 plus front bumper for this thing, but for now, that's how she's gonna look in the background. Josh is making good progress on his car. He's got his AC out of here. He's got that starter out. He's got the AOS out. He's getting the transmission out of here now. So he's making some really good progress. Wish I could be saying the same. I did get my turbo kit off, sitting right here. So we have that off. We are getting ready to work onto the new car. I do have the bumper off right now. I need to go ahead, get that fender off of here. And once I get that fender off, I can go ahead and put Hyper Blue's fender on. Again, this will be getting paint matched to the car. This is just going in for fab. That way they can go ahead and make sure the kit's in the exact same spot it used to be. So let's get this fender pulled off here, headlight pulled off. We'll put our cutout headlight on it, and we'll start getting this thing ready for fab, and then we can work on to the transmission. Alright guys, as you can see, obviously we got the headlight in here, our fender's on. Thanks to Josh, we got our transmission on. Should have recorded, but we just went ahead and knocked it out. We are trying to get as much done as we can today. Next up for this thing is I need to get the motor out actually over here and unwrap it so I can put it in here. There's no need to make it work because obviously it doesn't work, and this music is going to get me copyrighted. Alright guys, big thanks to Josh. We got the transmission in, didn't go ahead and record. We're just trying to get stuff done as much as we can today. As you can tell, I got the cutout headlight on the car now, and next up is we need to get the engine in. Obviously nothing needs to work right now, it's just in here for fab work, so we're gonna go ahead and take Hyper Blue's other motor that's in the corner there, go ahead and get that out here, put that in, just bolt it in there, bolt the header on, and then we're gonna see if our turbo kit is gonna clear this bar, which I highly doubt it's going to according to my measurements. And then that's obviously where fab work comes in, because if it did clear the bar, we wouldn't really have much of any fab work other than cutting more of this out that we're gonna need to, like Hyper Blue's. But now let me go get that engine out of over there, and we're gonna get that dropped in, and this thing's pretty much ready to go off the fab. How goes it, Josh?
What's up?
How goes it?
It's going.
It's going.
Just fuck around here.
Yeah. Well, Josh is getting this transmission out. He's in the background. He had to take a break and help me, which I appreciate. So we will be returning the favor and helping him as soon as he gets this thing ready to pull out of here. And then we'll jump back onto the race car. We are moving right along today. We got the car on the ground, turned around. We are ready to get the engine in the car. I did go ahead and already throw the DSS 800 horsepower front axles in. So that way we already have those in the car, keeps the wheel bearings together, keeps everything happy. We did get Josh's transmission out as well. So he's grabbing his rear diff because it looks like he has a buyer coming to grab this today. And then we can go ahead and get his new transmission in here and get some of the other stuff out of our way. Like I said, this U-brace needs to come out of here. That's going to be coming out after he gets done at the rear diff. And we are just moving along today, making good progress. It is only 12:30 right now, so we are doing really good on time. I'm going to go ahead, get this thing back up in the air so we can go ahead and get that engine out from over there. I got to push old girl back. And man, does she look very weird. Like this. Not used to this. So let me push her back. I can grab the motor out. We can get that baby in here, and this one's ready to go. There we have it, guys. This thing is all ready to go to fab. We got our mock-up engine and trans in here, and we got a radiator. I don't really like the bracket they had here, so I am going to include these in there, and I'm going to raise the radiator back up to these brackets. That way we can use those, just me being a perfectionist. I did test on this frame here, and unfortunately, our turbo kit does hit it, so couldn't do anything about it. Got the bumper back on. Everything's all together. Josh got his transmission rear diff out, sold, gone, and hey, you got beautiful slicks now.
I have slicks.
Ta-da!
Yes, I do. Look at mine.
Look at that. Woo! Those are his. And this thing's all together. It's ready to go to fab. So we're gonna go get the trailer from Josh, and then we can come back, put this thing on the trailer, and get them together. We got to get his together still, get out to fab. But we can get this thing out to fab at least today, and we'll keep on pushing. All right, we got Josh's trailer in the background. I need to get this thing on the ground. We are in a time crunch here because it is already 4:15 and they close right around 5, 6. So we need to get this thing off the ground onto the trailer, and that's what we're gonna be doing now. we got this thing all loaded up. We did have to pull the bumper off to be able to get it on with the winch, which no big deal. We got that pulled off, put back on, everything's tied down. We are now ready to get off to Ranchbuilt. Definitely running behind, still hot as hell out. We're both dying. And Josh is just finishing up the straps here, and we're gonna head on our way out. So, next stop, Ranchbuilt. All right. Well guys, we are here.
Straight up there.
Yeah, just straight up over here. We can just pull in front of all them, mud it off right in this area, so you can pull it right to the truck, I think. I'll ask him where he wants. So we're here at Ranchbuilt. They're not too fond of cameras, so I'm gonna try my best to keep it out of their face. But the car's ready to come off. I'm getting it unloaded right now. We're going over all the details on the car and what we need to do, getting everything set up. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing all unstrapped, get it out the trailer, and then get it in the shop.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground. Living life up in the fast lane. Life, though you lemons, you just put them in Coronas, Coronas, Coronas. I've been working, I need that advance with the bonus.